Alright, what's good YouTube? It's kinda Andy here with another Dueling Network duel video. And this time I'm dueling my partner Eric. He's using his Plantengu, Tour Plantengu deck, and I'm using Samurai's. So I have my Kaigeki Kagemusha play with an Asceticism. So I'm pretty much good now. So I'm gonna go for first turn Chien since he has only one back row. Pretty much safe against it. I use Asceticism to get a Elder. And there's my Chien. I swing with Chien. However, it was a Raiko, so I popped my Kaigeki. Then I set 2. Turns out it was a good thing I saved that Kazan in my hand. Activate Gateway. Now I'm gonna activate my desk to get another Chien and a bunch of pluses, but unfortunately for me, he has a Dust Tornado. I still get my monsters though, and there's my second Chien. I spent some of my Kazan. I was thinking about going for Barkion, but in my opinion, with him only having one back row and plants running anywhere from 10 to about 8 spells, I felt more comfortable with the second Chien, and then I swing. Fortunately, it's a Tengu, so that blocks all my attacks, and it's his go. Now, looking at this field, I'm in a pretty good shape. He tries to summon Trish or something, I just oppression, but then it turns out he has an MST, so there's a chance it will come back. However, I get my smoke signal, and it's pretty much a good game. Pop my hand, popped his monster, and swing with everything. And he sacks a Caius, which could spell trouble for me if he has anything to back it up. But fortunately for me, I draw a grandmaster, and that's a good game because I can just swing freely with my grandmaster. Alright, now moving on to game 2. He gets to go first, of course. Now my hand is alright. I have my hand. I have my standard Chien play ready. And it looks like the other video. Alright. So summon my Kaigeki. Special summon my Kage. Herb Derp, Charlie, Chien. Swing with just my Chien. Set 2 back row. Fortunately for me, it was a Raiko, so he summons a Lone Fire. Gets his Dandy and That's it for his turn. Now this is looking really well for me because he only has one back row, and I can't really stop two Shiens that are heading his way. I summon my Shien. Activate it again. This is just so good. I always run 3. It's one of the best cards Sam has in their arsenal. Alright. Now I spell summon an Elder with Asceticism. Tune my Kage and my Elder for another. And there's another Shien. Then I normal summon my hand. Swing with everything. And he's about to take 2,500 to the face. Now in this position there's pretty much nothing you can do. I have my oppression just in case he tries to summon something. Now debris, that would have been a problem, but I have my oppression. But unfortunately for me, he has a solemn judgment, which negates my oppression and lets him nuke my entire field. Which was an amazing comeback by him. That was smart of him not using his judgment on my earlier deaths. So with that, my field goes bye-bye. And he has 2 tokens. He's in a great position now. I'm struggling to see if I can come back from this. However, I'm still at 7,200 life points, so there's a big chance I can come back from this. Now he brings me down quite a bit with his Guy Knight. And then he Pot of Avarices. He draws 2 and sets 1. Now it's my turn. I draw an Asceticism with no Samurais, of course. Then he swings with 26. And this turn with the Samurai, and I draw another Asceticism. So that's game 2. He made an amazing comeback that game. Alright, now moving along to game 3. I get to go first, of course. This is kind of an iffy hand. I drew United and Kazan, so might as well use him. I normal summon my Kazan after using United, and then I set 4. And then it's his turn. Now I have a pretty good setup. I don't want to be too reckless wasting all my back row this early though, so I'm just gonna go straight for the Kazan swing. Unfortunately it's a Raiko. Fortunately for me, he mills a Tengu. And I'm just hovering over my back row, deciding what to do. Now, I could have solemn warning that, but I didn't want to be too reckless. As I said, that Black Rose Dragon new class game really cost me the game, so I really want to save my back row for his explosive plays. And with with that, I MSC the face down. Unfortunately for me, it was just a dust tornado. But fortunately, I draw a Kagemusha, and with the dust face down, I can go into a Barkion. However, he Tarantulas. Looking back, I should have Judgment that, but like I said, I was trying to play conservative. I activate my desk. However, he warnings that, and then I Judgment at that point. But he has a Judgment too. Fortunately, he pops my Book of Moon. I was 17. I just set my elder, seeing as I have to try to survive as long as I can, hoping I draw a Monster Reborn or a Dark Hole, something that can get me out of this position. He summons a Tour Guide, and I decide not to warning. And I draw a giant Trunade. Now he giant Trunades my warning and proceeds to sack the shit out of me. Dark Hole, then he gets that something with Sanguine and special summon his third Tengu. He uses Lone Fire. He adds Lone Fire to his hand by the effect of the Sanguine special summoned by his Tour Guide. He normal summons that Lone Fire and special summons a Spore, and at this point it's pretty much game because I only have 2300 life points. So he decides to summon a magical android and swing for game. And that's the end of the match. It was a really good match. Looking back, game 1 it looked like I would win this match, but then game 2 he turned everything around with that one Black Rose nuke. Alright, so bye YouTube.